this guy, Hans von Secht. And this will actually turn him into a general. So apparently he was not a general before. Czech. So Twitch line saying going after the Czech Republic is right. Twitch line saying convert the Baltic states into your faction. I've seen the movie Land of Mine. Excellent, excellent movie. And I know exactly the one you're talking about. It's the German kids, Hitler Youth, that were brought in to clear the mines off Denmark's beaches. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm a huge movie buff, and I thought that was a great film. Don't give anybody spoilers here because it's so good, but if you want to post the trailer to the film, please feel free. That's fine. Go ahead. You can post it. I think everybody should see it. It's a great movie. And yeah, I mean, it shows that, I mean, and with some reason, it's kind of a movie that makes you question, like, is it right to punish the kids after a war of a really, really evil nation? And I hate to say this, but, like, I think just about everybody that I talked to about that movie, at the end, we all agreed, like, yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Like, there's probably a better way to do it, but I mean, the Danes were, I was amazed at how, I always thought the Danes were, like, very, very friendly. And I have a lot of, Danish friends, and they are friendly people. But I always thought that they were kind of like a forgive and forget people. And believe me, no way. When the Germans lost World War II, a lot of Germans had to basically go to Denmark here on the coast. And that's what that movie, This Land of Mine, is about. And they had to clear these mines out. And that was kind of part of the bargain. It's like, listen, you surrender and you clear the mines off our beaches. But the way it was done was there were time schedules that had to be kept, so they had to work very quickly when they shouldn't have had to work quickly. They should have had, been able to take as much time as necessary. And it resulted in, like, what was the numbers, man? It was like thousands of kids dying. I think something like that. Oh, it is on Netflix. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you, Twitch line. Yeah, so it is a fascinating movie, and I didn't know anything about it until I saw the film. I was like, wow, that is crazy, man. So yeah, I agree with you guys. We're gonna go ahead and start justifying our war goal on the Czechs. Now, how long will this take? Take claim state. Interesting. So we could just go for our claim states. And that would only take 140 days. Or we could conquer everything, and that would take a lot longer. So I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm just going to take our claim states. I'm being nice. They even get to keep Bohemia. Again, I'm trying to survive, and if we start acting like Hitler here, we're not going to survive for very long. So I think that's a war that essentially could be justified and might not bring the rage of the Entente against us. We've got this area right here. I don't like that area being open, so I might take the smaller army, led by Bach, put them over there, or maybe I'll just hope for a really fast attack. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me draw up the plans for this. Hopefully by the time we get to Brno, and maybe even long before, they'll have given up. The Republic of Turkey declared war on the Ottoman Empire. So we knew this was going to happen. For those of you that missed it, the Sultan had died long ago. Well, I guess a year ago. And that was causing major problems within the Ottoman Empire. So I'm not surprised that they're going to be having a number of revolutions probably coming up here. That just makes us happier. Gives us more sway and allows us to start declaring war without any issue. Because right now, 45% world tension. And actually 15% of that tension was generated by us, which is interesting. I'm guessing that probably has to do with what we did to a number of different countries here, just in terms of us, basically spitting on the Treaty of Versailles, declaring ourselves completely independent from the Entente. I think that's probably pissed them off. I'm looking over here. I want to see who's in charge of the Republic of Turkey. And it's going to be Mustafa Kemal. Ah. And, of course, the Ottomans, led by Osman IV. Let's see who wins that war. I mean, ideally for us, we would want Osman to win. We want some more conservative governments rising up here. And let's actually we didn't even take a look at our buddies now, our slaves, I mean our best friends, the Kingdom of Romania. So the Kingdom of Romania here is in the Stahlpact, and it's led by Nicholas I. They do have a very fascist flag, though. It's actually the flag of the Iron Guard. So that's interesting, to say the least. I'm going to wait a bit because I want to increase or add. I actually want to increase the amount of manpower we can bring at one time. All right, we've gone for 6 plan. German command structure. Oh, yes. Welcome to the Reich, boys. So yeah, I think I want to take these guys, select all. We're going to basically make a secondary front line here, just to make sure the enemy doesn't get in here when we go to war with Czechoslovakia. You could see it's not like moving across Russia where it takes forever, or for instance when we were playing as Mongolia where it takes forever. Our infrastructure is actually really good, especially our rail infrastructure. So you could see our guys can be basically from one side of the country to the other within about 1 or 2 days, which is amazing. The British Imperial Conference of 1937. As the 14th Imperial Conference concludes, news regarding the internal discussions within the British Empire has begun to steadily trickle out of the press in the United Kingdom. Okay, it seems that after a tense day of negotiations, British leaders have declared that the Empire's days of isolation are over. Now Britain's stated goal is to bring civilization to the darkest corners of the planet. That's creepy. The British lion has awoken from its slumber. It's 1937. And this is when Britain was kind of toning down colonialism. So it looks like King Edward VIII here is going for probably some empire grabs. I wouldn't be surprised. Afrique Française du Nord. This is crazy. This is a totally separate state here from the French Republic. The Continental Entente. Wow. Weird, man. I love these mods for that reason. Just how interesting things can get, how strange things can get when compared to, you know, what actually occurred. Yeah, they beat the Republic of Turkey. The Republic uprisings so far since we've started have all failed except for one, and that's been the Hamburg Commune. And they still haven't beaten Denmark, but they're about to. Copenhagen is the last stronghold here of Askel Larsen, the president of the Republic of Denmark. So as soon as they take that, they're gonna have won that revolution, and we're gonna have a communist state right there north of us. That's not something we want. Even though they're a small state, it's not safe. It's really unsafe. So I'm even thinking possibly that being our next target. Wow. Brazil People's State took 4 states. What's going on in Brazil, guys? So we've got the Union of Brazil. PCR, these are collectivists, communists. And then the ones fighting them, the Brazilian People's State, paternal autocrats. Funny name for paternal autocrats, the People's State. Well, that's why, you know, honestly, names rarely mean a lot. This is why the name National Socialist brings so much confusion. The term, I should say. It's not all in the name. It's in the ideology, people. We got some more unassigned divisions. Let's send them over to Bach. He knows what to do with them. And actually, I could draw up an attack plan with him as well. Which I think I might do. It's 347 days. It's a bit much. Let's increase our artillery. Let's get some better arty. And in fact, we can add some arty to one of our units. Let's actually add a recon company here. And a field hospital. Okay, German command structure has been unlocked. We've got to have at least 500,000 men in the field at this point. Let's take a look. Yes! Gain base war support 10. There we go, guys. Our party's main guideline is to unite all Germanic people under one flag, as our predecessors did under the glorious Iron Chancellor Otto von Bismarck. We have to realign our foreign policy to reflect this, and this is going to lead us into any number of claims we could potentially take. It's almost making me think that maybe we should not declare war on Czechoslovakia, because maybe that'll increase the tension, the world tension, a bit too much. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because we could technically wait for us to unlock that research, and then we could start making some real claims. That being said, I think that Czechoslovakia will be a good training ground here, actually, for our men. So it's probably a good idea for us to do the war. Again, we're just taking what's ours. That's all we're taking. What's ours, in quotes. We're not taking anything else. So maybe the world will be okay with that. And they were during World War II. They didn't really say anything when the Germans stepped into Czechoslovakia. It was really only Poland that upset the Entente. Want some more military staff here. Oh yeah, this is going to add division attacks, where we're going to make Brauchitsch the division attacker. And I really want to have excellent recon. So I might go for a bonus recon company there, or I might... Let's actually take a look at our tanks here. So for the Panzer III, 92 days, it's not too bad at all. Ooh, the Parzival is... And this is Parzival, so this is actually named after one of Wagner's songs, I believe. Also the story of Parzival. But I'm sure, of course, they're really talking here about Wagner's song. It's a fascinating tank. I love the name. But I think right now, yeah, we'll get the Panzerkampfwagen 3. Panzer 3 is the way to go. So somebody mentioned something here about the Baltic states. They do look good. And it almost looks like we could probably get in here quite easily. Hold on, guys. I had to be careful there, guys. I nearly burned the house down, leaving the boiling water on. No, it wasn't anything serious. I just kind of knew, yeah, this is time. All right, here we go. We've got the justification. Do we go forward? That's the question. First thing I'm going to do, draw that second war plan. Direct attack to Brno. And we could even go for, wow. So we gain a core here for a lot of the states. We could also try some diplomacy in Scandinavia. Or claims in the east. Let's go. We'll go for the claims in Central Europe. Let's take a look here at the chat. War Machine broke, he said. Can you name one of the Field Marshal Army Legions of Hell? We could try that eventually, for sure. Absolutely. Hello, Zigbar. Okay, we're going to go ahead and first things first. Yeah, I want to just make sure that these guys are ready to begin their battle plans. We're going to declare war. Take our claim state. And this is going to be really... hopefully, they're not joined by the Entente, which is why I want to try and beat them very, very quickly. So let's go ahead and try to attack first with this fella. And then with Bok. And we just have to hope this works. So we are attacking the Republic of Zapadozhia. I do want to go ahead and put some more research in. And in fact, it's a great time to research the Grand Battle Plan because we'll get it in a month, which is just excellent. It's really, really good for us. And I want that recon company. I know it's 217 days, but I want it. The war begins, my friends, in earnest. Okay, Kingdom of Romania is joining us. Das Deutsches Reich is called the Dutch state as our ally. Interesting. So the Dutch state is allied to us. I didn't know that. Maybe we can even bring them to our faction. But it definitely looks like they are big fannies of us. And they're in our faction. I didn't even realize, man. So I think that was probably some sort of coup, because this guy's new. And we are absolutely moving through. We will be taking... Wow, that rhyme. This guy's new and will absolutely be moving through. We'll be taking a look at the casualties momentarily. But what I want to do is make sure that our planes are also attacking here. So we've got a few, more than a few. We're sending them right into the country. Look at all those bombers. And what's this? Pilot Ace Eric Booby Hartman. So we've even got ace pilots on this attack, guys. And of course, they should be able to assist our guys big time. I want to get some ground support, so I'm going to provide close air support here. This is just going hour by hour, this war. And the war is called the Deutsche Aggression for Luzice. So this is actually considered a Deutsche War of Aggression. The Hungarian administration. Interesting, guys. We're getting some very fascinating allies here. Go ahead and increase the speed of the war just a little bit. I'm not cheating, but I'm just going to send this army in quickly here. Valkist coup in Austria, we already unlocked that. So that's just bypass. I love the bypassing they do here. Dylene's demand Silesia, so we've bypassed all of these. Polish support for the Zapadozhia issue. Destabilize. So we jumped through a lot of these hoops because we already declared war on this area. Hungarian support for Zapadozhia issue. And this would bring the Hungarian administration into this war, which I don't really think we need, honestly. So, yeah, I'm not going to really worry about that right now. Let's get the Chamber of Industry going. It's probably good to have our economy on track when we're stepping into a war this big. I'm literally going to go step away for a second and... Well, not literally. I'm going to stick away for a bit. Wait, Hungarian administration has joined. There we go. So now they are part of the war. And Colombia declared war on Peru. Wow. Now we might want to try and get these guys to mosey on in to our faction. Hungarian administration is not allowed to join factions. Interesting. Ah, no, they're already part of us. So Hungary and Romania joined us now. This is unbelievable. Look at the stranglehold we have on the east here. I mean, this is huge, guys. So the power of the Valkists is increasing dramatically. I mean, this is a massive increase in power. And Peruvian and Colombian nations mobilized for war, of course. We just have to hope that the enemy does not attack us, or else we're in a lot of trouble. Sending in all sorts of air support here. I'm going to go for some strategic bombing with these guys. I'm amazed that the Czechs are even holding on. But of course, it's just the first few hours, actually, of this war. We'll see even after the first week how many losses there are. Give me a second, guys. Okay. How is this war going? And when will our enemies be defeated completely? This is my main question. All right, well, right now, it's actually looking like in this area, not so well. Let's take a look here. We've lost 5,000 men on our side, the Deutsches Reich. The Kingdom of Romania has lost 6,000. The Hungarian administration, 1,000. And Republic of Zaporozhye, 10,000 men. So, yeah, they're taking a hit for sure. But I think we're definitely going to have to grab units from Rommel's army. Loki's Eternal Guard, of course, and basically rush down and maybe try to cut through the north by basically micromanaging some of these units.